On January 1st, I remember opening up my journal, and instead of writing like it's a new year, new me, I went back to my older journal entries from 2024 and just skimmed over everything. And there were so many challenges and so many wins, so many things that I overcame. And honestly, all I could do at that moment was look back and just be so filled with gratitude. I'm gonna tell y'all one of those things. I actually almost changed my name. That's a story for another video. I want to share a few areas of my life that I'll be prioritizing more this year. I believe these things have gotten me to the space that I'm in now, and I also believe that these areas are truly worthy of cultivating while looking ahead to 2025 or whenever you're watching this. Am I bright enough? Oh yeah, I'm gonna brighten myself up just a little bit. The first area that I'll be prioritizing more is myself. I don't think that needs that much explanation, but we're gonna break it down anyway. Gonna let the ticker roll, let it roll on up, let it roll. So that looks like a lot of different things. That looks like doing less, saying no more, giving myself more of what I need, like rest, fitness, water, mindful and intentional nutrition, executing ideas the moment they arrive, and even taking more risks. Those are the things that I feel like will fill up my cup. The more filled my cup is when I arrive to those spaces that God leads me to, the more I can be a resource, the more I can serve people. Because again, as a producer, as someone who makes music, as someone who loves music, listens to music, our goal essentially is to serve others. You know, we're here to understand the different languages of music and be able to interpret that for other people so they could tell their stories. And the way that we can be the most effective in doing that is by making sure that we're taking care of ourselves. For me, that's what it looks like to prioritize myself. So the second area that I'm prioritizing more is community. So I'm truly grateful for the circle that I have. They've kept me uplifted and motivated and inspired through all the ebbs and flows. Having people in your circle who you can regularly check in with is essential to the process. I'm also grateful that my community has kept me accountable. And I really feel like that's how we keep going. We're only as strong as the company that we keep. So what this looks like for me is continuing to cultivate those relationships and making space for them just as they made space for me. The third area is innovation and mastery. So we was all there, y'all. We were all there. Last year, we witnessed one of the greatest moments of hip hop. In addition to that, we also saw a wealth of just good music come out. We've had Tyler, we've had Doechii, we had Willow. We had so many people drop amazing music. And one thing that I feel like that I've gotten from that is that they've mastered the art of innovation, consistency, and speed. Now, I feel like in order to do that, we have to get insanely good at what we do. And that comes from practicing, that comes from exploring, that comes from failing, and that comes from repetition. The more we do that, the more reps we're putting in, the greater that output is going to be. God gave us all gifts, and it behooves us to utilize them to the fullest extent. The fourth area that I'm prioritizing more this year are the first things. So for me, that's my wife, my marriage, my family, my faith, and myself. Look, I love music. I love creating it. I love discovering new artists. I love discovering new songs. I love learning music. But nothing about this process will ever supersede those first things. I'm gonna reiterate. The work should never extend ourselves to the point where those first things are neglected. The last area that I'll be prioritizing more this year is rest. Last year, I felt like if I didn't have a full calendar, then I wasn't doing enough, or I wasn't working hard enough. This year, I've realized that God can do more with less. I've also realized the more that I fill up my schedule with things, the less faith and less room that I had for God to be in the mix. And the more things that I have to do, the less time that I have to do things like kicking it with Bae, playing a game, finding a good anime series, or just simply being present. Because I'm always on the go. I'm always thinking about the next thing. So what rest looks like is understanding and being okay with the work that I've done up to a certain point and allowing my body and my mind to be present while away from the work. It's like this moment of acceptance, like I did this. I'm done for the day. That's it. It's like Severance in a way. If y'all seen Severance, it's like when you leave, it's gone. Like you don't know what you did at work. This was something that I had a hard time with last year. But this year, I'm making a commitment to being off when I'm off and being on when I'm on. It requires more intentional planning, but this is the work. This is how we find balance through it all. My hope is that this year will be filled with abundance, opportunities, acceleration, good music, amazing, beautiful, and strong relationships for everyone who's watching this. Truly appreciate y'all so much for watching. See y'all next time. Peace.